My name is Ache, and I just want to start by saying thank you so much for tuning in. It really means a lot to me. I hope you enjoy this episode, and who knows, maybe you can relate. Summer is officially over. For me, at least. Okay, don't invite me out to no party, no event, because I'm not going. No, I'm not going to Soak or Die tomorrow. I'm not going. No more gallivanting, no more nothing. School starts next week, which means it is focus time if I plan on graduating one day. This summer brought a lot of things to light that I want to share with you. So let's do a monthly breakdown of everything I did. For starters, my summer was supposed to start in April, but my school went on strike and everything like assignments, quizzes, tests, exams got pushed into May. But that was okay. A little annoying, but it didn't bother me too much. Not the end of the world. So we're starting in May. School is ending. I'm studying for finals. I'm still working. I'm opening up my availability at work, so I'm working more hours. I'm still volunteering, and I'm just trying to go with the flow of life at this point. The very first event I went to was a Beyonce Texas Hoedown listening dance party. I had no idea what to expect because I've never been to an event like this. But I had a really nice time. I went with my cousin. She's a huge Beyonce fan. And yeah, going to that event actually reaffirmed that indoor events is just a no-go for me. I don't like being in dark rooms with so many people, and I'm not the biggest fan of like flashing lights. It's just not for me anymore. I'm a daytime party girl goer. Try saying that 10 times fast. Then fast forward, it was Mother's Day, and that was a very special and emotional day since it was my mom's first Mother's Day without her mom, my abuelita. And leading up to Mother's Day, my mom had found out that Sanchez, Mr. Vegas, and Egyptian was going to do like a Mother's Day concert the night before actual Mother's Day. And my mom loves Egyptian. Oh my goodness. And she has wanted to see him forever, so guess what we did? We went to the concert and we had an amazing time. It was so much fun, no complaints. And honestly, I'm just glad that my mom was in good spirits and feeling good because when my mom's happy, I'm happy. Okay? Then I had my finals, school was done, and then summer finally began, like the official summer, no school, school is out type summer. My first event was Mello's listening party. And if you don't know Mello, he has actually been featured on the podcast in the past when I was still doing the music segments. So yeah, you should already know who he is. And you should also definitely check out his album. It's called The Caves Have Wi-Fi Too. But yeah, anyway, the event was nice. I went by myself, and even though there was people there that I knew, I still get very nervous when I go to events by myself because there's a high chance of feeling very lonely and uncomfortable. Luckily, at this event, I did meet some people and did some networking. I got to tell some people about the podcast, so that was nice. And it was also a really nice way to kick off the summer. Then my little sister had her prom and her final dance recital because she's a dancer and she went to an art school. And can we just take a second to remember how chaotic grade 12 was? With prom, applying to schools, friendship drama, graduation, and being the older sister to a teenage girl going through grade 12 is exhausting. But it is my duty to make sure everything is handled and taken care of. All the older sisters out there, especially older sisters with younger sisters, you're a superhero. Moving on to June. My sister turned 18. I find myself doing a lot of running around for my mom, which is fine. Still working, trying to go on more walks. And then we have my first outdoor soca event, Juve in June. It was very overwhelming, I must say. I was seeing a lot of people that I hadn't seen before the pandemic, and I was also seeing a lot of people that I didn't expect to see at all. And I just felt like I was seeing ghosts, honestly. Other than that, it was a nice time. The DJs were awful, lots of talk, and not enough music. That's always so annoying, but the energy was nice, so it made up for it a little bit, not really. I will most likely not be going to Juve in June again. It was nice. I've gone 3 times already. I don't need to go again. Moving on. My sister and my best friend had their graduations in May. New beginnings all around in the air. It was amazing. I also went to go see Amanda Seales, and that was cool. Then I went to my first patio day party. I've never actually been to a patio party before, so it was a very different vibe. People were still dancing, but I don't know, it was just different. It was different. I went with Dammy. I had a great time. The views were nice. The DJs were great. It was a good time. Oh my gosh, I saw a regular customer from my work at the party and it was so uncomfortable because I really don't like any of the customers, especially regulars, to know that I have a life outside of work. I mean, it's not a big deal or the end of the world, but I was just like, damn it. I have been caught and in a mini skirt nonetheless. Shake my head. But yeah, then we have July 1st. Entered the new month at Cabana, the very first soca or die of the summer. Went with my girls. It was a lovely time. We all looked so good. My gosh, so beautiful. The only issue I had with soca or die this year, the first one, well, and the second one, was that it was way more packed than I remember it being. I didn't go last year, so I'm comparing it to 2019. I think that was the last time I went to Soca or Die, if I'm not mistaken. But damn, yeah, it was way too packed. Like, it was hard to get air. And we were outside, mind you, by the lake. So there was supposed to be some type of breeze or something. It felt like we were in a hot box at times. And again, we were outside. But the music was nice. It was a nice time. And then we move on to Afrofest. I hadn't gone to Afrofest since the pandemic as well, so it was nice to experience that again. I went with Emma, Dammy, and her cousins, full crew. But yeah, for the time I was there, it was nice. It was a lot calmer than how it was when I went last time. So it was different. It was definitely a different vibe than what I was used to before. But I still liked it nonetheless. It was nice to walk around. I bought some stuff. But yeah, then I went to this next outdoor event. Now, if if you heard my last few episodes, you'd know that I recently decided to open myself up to dating. This was the first event where I was like, okay, I'll be nice and maybe I can, start collecting prospects. But please keep in mind, I was only thinking about that before and after the event because my priority when I'm at the function is to have a fun time with who I'm there with and not about guys. Anyway, it's a fun time. Too much dance hall for my liking, but I live in Toronto. It's Jamaica 2.0, so I just got to deal with it. Then it's getting late. Dammy's waiting for her food. A prospect comes up to me. Very chill, very demure. He asks for my Instagram, and then I proceeded to give it to him. Does he message me? No. Okay, cool. I don't give it too much thought after day 2. But let me continue with my summer recap. But don't worry. He will reappear again later. Toronto is too small for the shenanigans to end right there. Then I went to a barbecue where I came to the conclusion that I really don't like going to events alone anymore. I won't stop doing it because it's good to show up, I guess. But that feeling of not belonging due to you not knowing anyone well enough to cling on to sucks. I'll probably stick to just showing face and then dipping after an hour or so, but I'll be there. But I won't be there long. Not anymore. Then fast forward to Caravana weekend. So now we're in August. August 1st was Soca or Die Part 2. That was nice. I definitely liked it better than the first one. And guess who I see there? Mr. Can I have your Instagram? We do some small talking. I thought it went well. Small talk is also something I wanted to work on practicing because I'm not very good at it. Anyway, the next day I went to Jab Jab. I was not so impressed. It was my first Jab Jab. And honestly, it could be because I was exhausted because I had gone to work that morning and then went straight to my cousin's house. And then from there, spent about an hour there, went to Jab Jab. And I literally took a nap in the parking lot because I just did not have the energy. But anyway, guess who I see again? Yep, you guessed it. Mr. Can I have your Instagram? We even danced this time. Yeah, I know, shocking. Can you imagine? Then the next day, we have the parade, Caravana. This is August 3rd. Also marks the 1 year of my grandma's passing. So the morning was tough, but we all pulled through and went to Caravana, since my abuela always wanted to experience it and never got to go. It was me, Dammy, my tia, my sister, and my mom. And like I said before, when my mom's happy, I'm happy. And I'm just glad she didn't stay home all day. My mom had a really fun time, and I'm glad we convinced her to come out. After a couple hours, my mom and my tia left, and it was just me, Dammy, and my sister. And I must say, Bana was filled with teenagers. Not a fan, but hey, I guess it's their turn now to have fun and to be outside. I still love Caravana because it's about the celebration and the culture, and I'm still a soca head. But if I go next year, I'll probably just bring a blanket and just watch the parade and eat some good overpriced food. Then to end off the weekend, we have the Sunday event, Tsunami. I have been wanting to go to Tsunami for years, but I never got to go until now. It was a 10 out of 10. I had a blast. I had a blast. I plan on doing summer school, unfortunately. And yes, I know I said I would never do it, but plans change, okay? Anyway, if Tsunami is the only thing I get to do that's banner related next summer, I'll be okay. I'll be very happy if that's the only thing I end up doing. No soaker or die, it's okay. I got my Tsunami ticket. You know what it felt like? I felt the same way I felt at my very first Juve. I had no expectations, but it was everything I wanted and more. The music was great the entire time. There was space to breathe at the back. It was definitely a wet fete. Everyone was there. The weather was great. It was great. My only complaint, too many guys. Like way too many guys. And the thing with guys is that they push the most. And it gets very, very aggressive and very annoying very quickly. For every one girl, there was like 5 guys. Not a fan. And just guess. Take a gander. Who I see again. Mr. Can I have your Instagram? Everything is cool. We even dance again. It's a fun time in my head. And we do the small talking again. I think I'm getting better at it. I could also be delusional because I'm not getting feedback about it, but it's okay. I think I'm doing great. And then he ends the conversation with, okay, I'll hit you. Meaning he will reach out to me via social media. That was August 4th. It is now September 1st. Anyway, this is why I decenter men when I'm out. Because imagine I spent the whole weekend focusing on him while I'm out. That would have ruined my weekend because older Che used to be a little bit boy crazy, a little bit too much. And I would let my emotions towards people affect me and affect my day. But now that like my priority has changed and my priority is to have a good time with the people I'm with, it has changed everything for me. But I'm just like, imagine this was the old me. I would have been miserable all weekend and it would have just been a waste of my money. All these events would have just wasted my money because I would have been annoyed and it would have stressed me out. Can you imagine being stressed over a man? I can't. But anyway, then 7 days later, boom, me and Dammy take New York. 5 days in the New York City. The air was thick, water droplets everywhere, lots of noise. It was a great time. We went to the Dominican parade. We got matching tattoos. I fell in love with Dunkin' Donuts, coffee, hard eyes for days. Oh my gosh. I don't know what is in that coffee, but it was the best thing I had that entire trip. That coffee was my everything. I miss it so much. I really do. Anyway, it was a nice time, basically a 5-day sleepover with my bestie. lots of time to reflect and rest. I honestly can't imagine being in New York for more than 5 days, at least where I was staying. We were in Manhattan, 2-minute walk from the square. I hate city life, so 5 days was perfect for me. But yeah, New York made me realize that I have a better chance of falling in love or even just dating and getting to know people in New York or out of my city. Not because anything happened to me over there, because nothing did happen. No one spoke to me, which is fine. But I noticed a lot more looks, a lot more glances over at me there than I get here. Maybe I'm not approachable. I don't know. But I feel like there's a better chance for me out there. Like, I genuinely think if I spent my entire summer over there, I think I would have had a way more interesting and juicy dating update for you. I also found guys attractive over there. And anyone who knows me knows that I'm a personality type of girl. I'm not picky with looks, but that type of thinking was rooted in insecurities, thinking that I wasn't capable of being with someone I found attractive because they were never into me. So I just went with whoever I was compatible with personality-wise. And I literally convinced myself that I don't need to be 100% attracted to the person I'm with because personality would make up for it. And that's not fair to me. But yeah, lots of nice faces in New York. And oh my gosh, how can I forget? There was one guy that was sitting on the sidewalk and he yelled to me, "I love you," when I walked by. And honestly, I will cherish that for the rest of the year. And you know what? I love you too, puppy. I really do, for making me smile. I haven't had a man make me giddy smile in a long time. Guys don't want you to feel like a girl anymore. They want you to feel and act like their B word. And sorry, I'm trying not to cuss. They want to treat you like you're one of 7 other girls, when the whole time they're just fans of said girl. You have me on Instagram and you don't message me? But you watch my stories, you like my pictures. That's fan behavior. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe that's just the way things are now. This is how guys move now. I don't know. I wouldn't know. I haven't been out there in so long, you know. But I digress. New York also made me feel like I could actually do anything in that city. Like, I wish I had flyers to put up to promote the podcast, because my followers went up while I was there, and I don't know if it's fact or not, but I think it was because I was leaving my business cards on the subways. And I would 100% move to the States after my experience there. 52% of my listeners are from the US, and most of my US listeners are from New York. So if you're listening from New York, I appreciate you so much. And like, I really do think I would flourish in all aspects of my life over there. With my podcast, my career, my love life, my mental health. I don't know. We'll see what happens after I graduate. Then the last outing after I came back was watching the Argonauts football team play at the CNE with Tamara. And that was so much fun. The game was so entertaining because they were losing for most of the game. And then they won by 1 point in like the last 10 seconds on the clock. But a win is a win. I was also having a terrible morning, actually a terrible week. But the Argos game was the best, perfect distraction I needed in that moment. So thank you, Tamara, for bringing it up to me. And I had a great time. And it was also a great way to end off my summer. So all in all, I'd rate my summer a 5.5 out of 10. I've had some remarkable, unforgettable summers in the past. So my standards for a good summer is pretty high. It's pretty high. Plus, this summer brought out many insecurities that I thought I left in 2023. But looks like I got to deal with that. After years of heartbreak, I was finally able to open myself up to talking to guys again and I'm vulnerable about it online. And now I'm coming back to share 0 updates because I wasn't able to get anyone to message me, let alone take me out. It's humiliating, it's embarrassing, and it makes me question myself a lot. My looks, my aura, my personality. Like, damn, I actually feel like a loser. And I'm saying it with a smile because it's just funny that I genuinely thought I had crushed these insecurities when I was 24. And then it just made its way back. It's made its way back here. And I don't know what I'm going to do. Genuinely, I don't know. School starts in a few days. I'm still working the same energy draining job with the same customers. And I will not be going out, not even to Shoppers Drug Mart. And you know what? You know what bothers me the most about Mr. Can I Have Your Insta? Is that he was the only normal guy that I gave my Instagram to this summer. And I was almost certain that he was gonna ask me out. I gave my socials to 2 other guys this whole summer. 2 people since May. One was in Toronto for Caravana weekend. He went up to my girl so that she could tell me that he wants to talk to me. Like we're in elementary school or something. Side eye, very childish, but okay. Again, I was practicing my small talk with him. And then I get home. I look at his Instagram and I was so uncomfortable. It was very much so giving, tell me what to do, mommy, sex stuff, and gym is life. And that's not me. So I quickly did a mutual unfollow because no. Then another guy, one of my cousin's friends, once again, small talk. He was kind of funny, cracking jokes. I gave him my Insta. Then he tells me that he's 35 and I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I literally was like, oh yeah, no. Don't expect anything from me because I'm no longer interested. You are too old for me. Sorry, 10 years is too much. Not for me. He then says, oh, you'd pop your balloon if you had one? I literally burst out laughing because FML. I hate that my dating, air quotes, dating update is that there is no update. But yeah, I know, I'm young, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to hear it. I feel lonely and I'm insecure again and I'm freaking bored. I'm bored. I want someone new and exciting in my life that loves me the way I want it and in ways I didn't know I needed. I want to know if that's even possible for me without begging for it. Because if I'm looking at the facts, it's giving ugly duckling theory, which is a theory I made up. Let me explain. Basically, imagine there's 5 little ducklings, super cute and small, and you and 3 of your friends have to pick one to take care of. In the group of 5 ducklings, there's one that's gray and smaller and fragile and weak and brittle. Still cute because it's small and it's a duckling, but not cute enough to bring home. Not cute enough for the selfies. That's the duckling that no one picks to take care of. I feel like that duckling. Very cute, but not quite, not enough for level 2, which is getting picked. It's okay though, because I'll get over it and heal and move on soon enough. I don't have a choice. Then I'll be cured from the hideous disease called insecurities. Yuck. But anyways, that's my summer recap and my dating update. I would love to hear about your summer. DM me, email me, or comment. I want the tea. And don't forget to share this with a friend or send it in the group chat. And who knows, maybe you can relate. Thank you for making it to the end of this episode. Before you go, I want to leave you with a question and a word that you can meditate on for the rest of the week. This week's question is, what's something you'd like to experience for the first time again? And the word of the week is from Luke, chapter 11, verses 9 to 10. And so I tell you, keep on asking, and you will receive what you ask for. Keep on seeking, and you will find. Keep on knocking, and the door will be open to you. For everyone who asks receives, everyone who seeks finds, and everyone who knocks, the door will be opened. I hope you have an amazing week ahead. Don't stop. There are people who are inspired by you because you are inspiring. So keep going. Follow, like, share, and comment. This is Maybe You Can Relate.